it just goes live like right now. Hi everybody watching this in the replay. This is obviously a live stream, so nobody's here yet, but it is our 2 year anniversary. Cheers, my love. 2 years of actual grown ass people marriage, and yeah, it doesn't feel like 2 years, but it also does at the same time. How do you feel about our 2 year anniversary today, babe?
So many things came in my head, and I don't know whether to be mean, to be nice.
Should probably be nice.
It feels fantastic.
Was that the nice thing or the mean thing?
That's a nice thing.
Oh.
Fantastic is nice.
It is.
Thank you.
Hello everybody joining the video, and thank you. I hope it's working. I hope so. It's working on our end. So, what up?
Oh, Jesus.
So basically, I want this to be just like a Q&A, basically. So just hit us with some questions, some marriage questions, or you could just talk. But
thank you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh hell yeah, Monty. Oh my god.
You guys, I can't see, so like this is gonna be me the whole night.
Oh,
thank you.
She don't really have any makeup on right now.
Yes, I do.
She just rolled out of bed.
I'm all good.
But yeah, today we had some barbecue. We had some barbecue chicken with some homemade mac and cheese and some mashed potatoes, and that shit was sucking fucking bomb. We haven't had real food.
Yeah, I don't know if he told you, but we were on like this low carb bullshit. So I was like, well, it's our anniversary, obviously. We have to eat pretty good. So we had like real food. Even my kids were like, it felt good.
It's been a long time since we had real food. I don't give a fuck anymore. Her sister came over the other day, and I told her about our diet, and she said, but why would you want to live like that? And it made so much sense. What's good? Have you always been into EDM? I'm all about hardstyle. Any thoughts? I love EDM. It's hard for me to listen to it now because I don't drive around with my sub anymore. But I'll always have a special part of my heart for EDM. What was Chastity's question?
You said, do you remember the video where it was introducing Mrs. Audible and we did it at the park? She was asking what happened to that video.
At the park?
I vaguely remember, like, I don't remember it being called out, but I remember you doing like this. It wasn't at the park. It was like where my grandma lived. It was on that little, like, tennis court.
No.
I love turtles. Sorry.
I don't remember that at all. Like, I think I
do.
Somewhat remember it, but I don't remember it like almost at all. I don't really fuck with turtles. Do you guys have any general?
Like turtles?
I mean, they're not like special in my heart. Do you guys have any general advice on how to make a serious relationship work? No, I don't fucking know. I don't know how this is even working at this point.
I have some advice. You just have to take it. If you really love somebody, you just got to take that like day by day. Like not every day is going to be good. Some days are going to be bad. You just got to take it one step at a time.
I was asking your woman mostly. Oh shit! I knew this. This is why I don't do live videos because she takes all the shine and
about
no one gives a fuck about me. I think that's the turtle question. Eat some shrooms for your anniversary. Happy anniversary. Yeah. Okay. I think you guys need to start calling this one out about our 200 likes last Q&A because the only reason we haven't eaten the shrooms yet are because of this one over here. So you. How do you feel about starting your own YouTube channel, Mommy?
Me?
She has her own YouTube vlog that totally is edited and like her introduction to her channel and everything else.
I think that I feel like I would just totally steal all his thunder and then he would divorce me.
Girl, you bringing in that paper? I don't give a fuck. Shit, shoot me some subs. It's funny though because
I just wouldn't know what to talk about.
Okay, hold on. She made an entire video because she wanted to start her own YouTube channel in one night. One night she did. She was super drunk and she went in the studio or some shit and recorded her own vlog and like my channel's going to be about this, and I want to talk about this. And then the next day I showed her, and she was like, please delete that shit. I don't. It only does when like she's hungover or sick. But for me, yeah.
It just makes him not care, and I'm like a raging bitch, so it kind of works that he smokes and I don't.
You're not a raging bitch.
I totally am.
You're not. Yeah.
How can you make those questions come and go?
Do you still attend hard dance music festivals or music events? Not in a long time. I, of course, will always fuck with EDM. Hardstyle in particular will always have like a special place in my heart. It was my shit back in the day. Like I'm talking like fucking Headhunters, Techno Boy, Wild Styles. So many different people come to mind. Like that. There'll always be a part of me that will want to rage hard, and nothing will make me rage as hard as hardstyle. So, happy anniversary! Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I don't understand why getting married is important. If you like someone, can you elaborate? I feel the same way, man. I've always felt like that. It's basically like he's saying, like, I don't understand why marriage is important. If you actually like someone, then just fucking like someone.
What about being in love?
Okay, whatever. If you love somebody.
The reason that I got married is because, one, I wanted to have the same last name as my daughters, and I felt like that was a big deal. And two, what if something happens to him and he dies or something, and then...
She just wants my subscribers when I die. That's really all it is. And you could change your last name without getting married. I feel you on that. Hold on. But to me, I totally feel you on that because I feel the same way. Like I was never really a huge marriage guy. Is it out of focus? And it just doesn't mean as much to me as it did to her. And as much as now it's, an important thing to me, it just wasn't, like that for me in particular. I feel like
exactly. Legal reasons are important. I'm sorry, it's going out of whack, but
no, we're just missing.
I wanted to make sure that we were going to be okay, and vice versa. And if anything happened to him, me and my kids would be okay. If anything happened to me, him and my kids.
Because you'll get my millions.
He doesn't have to be millions, but
you can't. You could have. You won't get.
I would still like. It's not about money, but it's not about money. It's about being able to make the choice for your partner. And being able to do what is best because you're in that relationship. And I felt like I needed, to protect my family.
So we're missing questions. Chastity said, how would you both react if your daughters came to you wanting to explore psychedelics, weed, alcohol?
He has a different perspective than I.
Alcohol is going to be a thing. Okay. Psychedelics, weed and alcohol are kind of in their own little category because I feel like those are going to be just based off of her as a person, like how mature she is, how quick that maturity comes. I'll let her smoke weed and drink alcohol before 21, but it would just determine on her. Psychedelics in particular would take a much deeper connection, and as her father, I don't know. I've never really thought about that. I mean, I haven't, like, I don't know. I just feel like that is going to be her decision.
Yeah, I think either way, no matter what, it's really easy to say because they're 9 and 3 years old. Mm-hmm. When that comes, then we might feel completely different than we feel right now. So either way, it really doesn't matter what we say right now because at the time, it most likely will change.
Yep. I just also want to say that I found your channel like 5 years back, so it feels like we're all long-term friends. We are, Martin. And I appreciate you for saying that. I really do feel like you guys are my friends. Are you two like the yin and the yang? Yes, because we're super opposites, but we work. I guess legal reasons are important. Marriage is about money. Could be. Crazy, I used to have the biggest crush on him like 10 years ago. Glad you guys overcame everything that came your way. Wish you more anniversaries. Appreciate you. Thank you. Nah, marriage ain't about money. I like to put drugs in 2 classes. Mind altering and emotion altering. I like that.
Okay.
Appreciate you. What 4th is it? I agree. I definitely think psychedelic. Is she just... Oh, I thought that was Zan. Jane's out there with the little toy, and I thought it was our new puppy that she was just fucking up. Yeah, no, and to kind of touch back on the whole thing about Victoria, like she said, we're not really going to know until it comes. But I would hope that I would just give her the respect that I wish I would have had when I was younger, as far as when it comes to weed and alcohol, because I feel like the reason that I dove so deep into drugs and partying and shit was because I was so fucking confined when I was younger. And I think that the more you try to hold your kids in, the more they're gonna want to run off. So as hard as it is, even now for me to even just let her wear like short shorts and shit, like
not that short.
See what I'm saying? I don't know. I just hope I have the balls and I don't know, the strength to respect to give her the same respect and to do my best. I don't know. Yeah. Give this video a thumbs up, guys. If you're watching, it helps out a lot with the YouTube algorithm and shit. I really, just to touch on that real quick, I really hate that I have to say that. Like, it really gets annoying sometimes because, like, I remember times when you didn't have to say all that bullshit, but now you kind of got to. It just is what it is, I guess.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Martinez, Julian. But yeah, it's just kind of that way on YouTube now. You just gotta say, if you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and shit like that. It just gets annoying. I was about to drink straight from my beer when I have a Michelada in front of me.
Have you guys had any family drama surrounding your video topics?
Yeah, read it out loud. Then.
Oh, have you guys had any family drama surrounding your video?
Surrounding your video topics and opinions on what you post. I hope that.
What do you mean family drama?
Yes, not necessarily drama, but we've definitely had.
Oh, people, between us?
Not probably between us as much. I think they're talking more about like people in our family seeing my videos and reacting.
Oh yeah. But not like drama. I think we've been in each other's lives for so long that our families are kind of like one in a weird way. So even if he does something that my family doesn't like or vice versa, it's all kind of one thing. So yeah, I've been not really drama, but there's been comments like, "Oh, did you see that?"
I've been doing it so long, people kind of already get like who I am, what I'm about, and I do not hesitate to talk about it with anyone. So yeah, I think people kind of get me already at this point, and I think recently her grandma or someone in her family, her grandma said like something about that I was talking about, like I uploaded a thumbnail about one of my trip stories, and she was like, "Oh my god, like, oh, like, is it blurry?"
That keeps going in and out.
There it goes. And she said something, and then Monica had to tell her like, "No, that's just stuff from the past. Like he doesn't do that anymore." I'm not every once in a while. But yeah, okay. Did you guys get each other anniversary gifts? If so, what? I always suck at buying gifts for my man. We didn't this year.
This is like the first anything in a while that we haven't got each other gifts. I don't know. I cooked and made a candlelight dinner though, so I feel like that was like enough.
That's absolutely enough for me.
But I'm usually pretty good at getting him gifts, so if you ever need any advice, just hit me up.
I feel like you and Chastity would get along.
I already love her.
I used to live in the High D. I remember I would always watch your vids when I was at CSUSB. Yeah, still in the High D, Victorville, California, baby. Right off, I'm not talking about where I live exactly, but right off Hesperia Road, kind of. Fuck it. I'm really fucking with the new vlogs, dude. Keep at it. Thank you. Appreciate it. I love it. I love making the vlogs. It's like nostalgic because I'm making them exactly how I used to make them. And it's also really, I don't know, just feels good to be honest with you guys and share life and not really try too hard, I guess. Favorite beer for me is going to be Heineken always, but I've been drinking IPAs a lot lately and them shits are bomb. So.
Corona for me.
Boring.
It's not boring, it's just something that I enjoy. But I'm really not into beer that much. I'm drinking beer because that's all that he likes and keeps us on the same page. But definitely tequila.
Ugh. See, that's the thing. She drinks tequila, and I can't drink that shit because I lose myself. I get too fucked up. My mom just kind of ignores the fact that I explore psychedelics. I have mushrooms growing in my room, and she doesn't say anything.
You're growing them in your room?
That's right.
Pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Well, I told you it's not like this crazy shit.
Her ignoring it means like she's ignoring it. I think she's in her own way trying to just accept that fact. Because if you're growing them in her room or in your room in her house, she's accepting it. She just is working on it.
No homo, but Monica's eyebrows are on point though. Natural, bruh.
Natural baby.
That's how they've always been since fucking 7th grade.
Since I was a baby. Remember those pictures?
Oh, yeah.
In my room.
All Monicas are beautiful. My name's Monica as well. That's right. Shout out to Monicas all over the world. What's the next History and Truth documentary? I don't know, man. I've kind of been noticing that I've been getting real... What's the word? I don't want to say reluctant, but just like kind of trying to pace them out, because I noticed that I did so many so quick that I don't really have much topics anymore, and I don't want to push it. I don't want to like fake it, you know. But I'll always do history and truth videos, documentary videos. But I've done all the fucking psychedelics. I mean, there's definitely a lot of drugs.
You've done all the psychedelics? You've never done like... Oh, you mean... Never mind. Just kidding. Got it.
Yeah. No, I've done all of them for the most part. But maybe I should start getting into like maybe covered them. Maybe like crystal meth, heroin, opiate, the history and truth of the opioid epidemic, something like that. But I don't know.
I totally have some stories for like Vicodin and stuff like that, and how it can not be the greatest thing.
Oh, that's like trip stories, though. You think about something else.
Oh, yeah. That's
history and truth is like the documentary.
But that's still something that you could cover.
Definitely, yeah.
Like prescription drugs. That's a crazy, like, world right there.
It is.
And how easy it is to get, like,
I've thought about it. Yeah, I've thought about it. So maybe that'll be something that I do in the future. That will be. I have Eminem Eminem, The History and Truth of Marshall Mathers that I've written down. So, and I have a new documentary on The Office that I'm like 15% working on, that I'm kind of been real iffy on, even if I want to do or not. I liked your Pieta video. I was very educational. I hope you make more cool content. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thanks for the shout out. Watched you since 2014. May God bless you guys. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. I'm gonna take care, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you. 1 month paced out seems nice, right? That's what I'm kind of going for. One a month. Okay. So that way I can really focus on it, get some good facts and this and that. So history and truth, documentary stuff at the very least once a month. So absolutely. You should do them like iDubbbz does content comps like once a month. Yeah, see, yep. Mm-hmm. World of Research Chemicals. That's a good idea. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. There are like 100 psychedelics. Okay. All right, Adrian. You're right. Shit.
You didn't do them all.
Crystal's a hell of a drug. Yeah, I know, man. What about the basketball guy who chewed off the homeless man's face? Shit. Yeah, if I should interview that guy and be like, what happened?
No, I totally would be so down to like find people and just interview them.
Drugs are just mental.
What do you mean?
I didn't get that one. Yeah, the Pieta video was fire. Appreciate you. Been watching you since yesterday.
Hey!
Yeah, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you. Do y'all believe in aliens or UFOs? Good question.
Oh shit, you set them off.
Now that you fucking asked, Doc. Yes, yeah, I do. I definitely think that out of all the fucking UFO videos that have ever been recorded, that at least one of them are an actual fucking life from another world. Hey! Hey! Sorry, our dogs are fighting. Sorry.
Thoughts on conspiracies?
I think that it's a fucking long road. Get out of here. It's a long road that you have to be very careful with, because there were times where I noticed myself going down the conspiracy road and I got super confused. And I think that if you're young, that it can be dangerous, but I also believe that there are definitely things that people don't want us to know about. That's actually another thing that I wrote down on my ideas list to do how-to conspiracy theories. And for those who don't know, I have a series that I've done 2 videos with called How To, and that was more me, it's documentary style, but it's me trying to, like, I guess, expose things, and I was thinking about doing that too. So I would do like history and truth of deliriums. What's that? Deliriums. That sounds pretty cool. UFOs are real, G. Conspiracies are the way to go. Me and my man argue about that all the time. He says there are fallen angels. How the fuck do you explain all that shit in the sky? I believe in other dimensions. Absolutely. I don't know about fallen angels, but I definitely think that there's something to everything that we've ever seen. And I think that when it really comes down to aliens and shit like that, like it's gonna be, they're definitely something we don't even understand. Like, they're not going to be these fucking big old things with big heads. Like, I think that aliens are on another type of playing field as far as just like, think about it, like we only have what, five senses, and I think that maybe in order to really whatever, in order to really see an alien or something like that, you'll need like a sixth and a seventh, if that makes sense. I don't know, but
well, they say you only use what, like 25% of your brain.
I think that's what they say, but I don't know how true that is. Y'all cute as fuck. Oh,
you're cute as fuck.
Hey, that's a what? Oh, it's a girl. Okay, you lucky girl. How much do you know about the different alleged alien species? Like, oh, I don't know shit about that. That sounds super interesting though. Shoot me some links. Ever experienced any paranormal shit? Great fucking question.
Well, I don't know what you mean by paranormal, but I totally feel like how would I say, like presence, like I feel like a presence here and there, but I wouldn't say like it was like demonic or anything like that or anything crazy.
I remember one thing that comes to mind anytime anybody ever asks me that is my great grandma died when I was like 10 or 12, probably like more like 12. And basically we had her funeral in Barstow. Everybody came to my grandma's house. She drinks faster than me. Everybody came to my grandma's house for the funeral. And her birthday was 3 days after the funeral. So a lot of people stayed for 3 days. And on that third day during her funeral, on her actual birthday, everybody stood and everybody was there. We got a cake for her birthday and we brought it into the kitchen. We sang happy birthday to my grandma who we just had her funeral 3 days before. And we sang happy birthday. And normally, you know, after you sing happy birthday, or you sing to, or whatever, the end of the fucking song. And then after that, normally you cheer or whatever, and people are happy. And after that, it was like this weird, awkward silence. And probably like 4 or 5 seconds went by. And then we heard this bell, and it went off. And this bell is the bell that my great grandma used to call my grandma if she needed help. Because my great grandma was way in the back of the house, and she would ring this bell when she needed my grandma to go help her. And we totally forgot it was even there. And right after we sang happy birthday, like 3 seconds after, during the awkward silence, that fucking bell went off. And it was like, obviously that's a super cliche fucking thing to say and story or whatever, but it was like one of the most paranormal, I guess, energy filled experiences ever. And it was nuts. So yeah, so that's the first thing that comes to mind for me. Trip alone, always, dude. Damn right, do it. Got any grapes? No, bro. That Dear Victoria rap you dropped was straight fire. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you. I need to make some Dear Victoria and Dear Monica merch. My bro got me thinking when I was a kid, all the space and planets out there. You think Earth is only one life? True. There you go. That's true.
But that's true. I think so.
I've got the same watch as you. It's me? This is a little $25 watch. Cheers, man. I love this watch.
That?
I don't know.
What was this?
I don't believe paranormal, but it's still interesting to hear stories. I agree, but it's interesting though. Got any grapes? I typed too slow. Went from aliens to funeral. Slow down. Sorry. Any psychedelic put you into depression or had any dark nights of the soul moments? Yes. Absolutely, man. I've had really bad trips, like evil trips, like where I thought there were demons giving me light shows and shit like that. Really? Yeah. First time I took acid at a rave was at the Hollywood Palladium, and that's a super fucking famous venue. That's where Dave Chappelle recorded one of his newest stand-ups. Richard Pryor did a stand-up there. There are a lot of huge, not huge, but big concerts that are there. And there's this little side room called the Champagne Room. And it was the first time I took acid. It was one of the most intense trips even to this day. And there's this dude, and I was like, in the Champagne Room, it's filled with mirrors everywhere. And it's a very small room. I was leaning on one of the mirrors, and this guy gave me a fucking light show, and I didn't even ask him to. I was just laying there like trying to fucking live. And this guy came up to me with lights. I don't know what the fuck. I think it was glow sticks even. And I don't know if he had a mask or if I was tripping, But I swear to God, I felt like he was a demon just trying to bring me into the experience. And I sat there and got a light show from a demon in my mind for a few minutes. And it was awesome. Sleep paralysis. Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh, yeah. You did tell me about that recently.
Recently, all the time. There's been times, too, where if I, like, remind him, he'll know, like, that I woke up, like, screaming because I thought there was something there and there wasn't. There's been times where I couldn't wake myself up and I just, have it all the time. Not in a while, actually. It's been, like, at least a year and a half since my last, like, sleep paralysis thing. But, it's not really not funny. It's actually really scary.
It's kind of funny now.
It's funny because it hasn't happened in a while, but when it's happening, it's just not. It's scary, and you don't even like. You can't differ it. Like.
Yeah. When I was young, I used to have like extreme sleep paralysis mixed with extremely scary fucking nightmares, and it was like an entire maybe like couple weeks span. That's how my memory is. I don't know, maybe it's longer than that. But I kept having this dream over and over and over about like dividing like a small number into a huge fucking number. Long division. It was a nightmare about long division, but I literally to this day have never felt that type of fear. Like it felt like fucking like death. Like it felt like I was dying. Like in the moment, I would wake up sweating. Yeah, I'm telling you, the fear. It was
night terror.
Maybe, but I remember also being able to look up and seeing the room around me. It was in my grandma's room, right in front of the restroom, right there. And I would wait, and I would be like sweating, and I would feel like I could look around the room, but it was like I was also dreaming at the same time. It was crazy. It was that to this day that was like some of the most terrifying feelings I've ever fucking had.
But there's like times with like sleep paralysis, mostly when like you're laying there and you know that you're asleep, and you're trying to wake yourself up, so you're trying to like move, but you're completely just confined to your bed or wherever you're sleeping, and you can't move, and you know that you need to like wake yourself up. You need like that jolt to like get yourself up, but you literally cannot move.
Like
you're just stuck. It's just that sounds like a night terror.
I mean, but I was also awake. I could see the room.
Oh yeah.
Like that's the only thing.
Because that happens to me too, where I'll see things and I'll wake up and I can't like get myself out of it, and I'll be completely awake moving around, but I'll swear that there is something right there, and I'm like screaming and panicking, and then by the time he wakes up or something, I'm like, oh, just kidding. It was nothing.
You remember that? You remember that time where you like screamed and woke up out of your sleep about a fucking spider? I was like, bitch, there ain't no fucking spider. Just kidding. All right. Maybe we missed something. What up, Kevin P? I had sleep paralysis, and an alien sat down and started to pet me like a dog. Wow, that's tight. I'm getting deported. Help me, please. Oh, Brian, you're such a troll. I love you, bro. Who's that behind y'all? Hey, man. Is there someone?
No, it's so funny. When I saw that, I looked.
Do you know Dewey? I love the champagne room. Rolled hard in that room. That's right, man. How psyched are you for Eminem at Coachella? So fucking psyched.
Damn, you just scrolled through the rest?
Because I saw most of them already, okay. I think. First time I tripped alone, took 150 mics of 1P and spent hours listening to music and staring at this face on the ceiling.
150 mics of 1P, what does that mean?
He took 150 micrograms of 1P LSD. The same shit I got. But my tabs are only 100 micrograms.
Sounds like science.
I'm probably going to take that 1P by myself, honestly. 1P. And another time I was very, very small, like shrunk. I saw myself running up and down my leg, trying to scream in my ear while I was sleeping. That sounds crazy.
Jesus.
Damn. How excited are you for the Shrek movie next year? Is there a real Shrek movie happening?
No, everybody's dead.
Oh. Just kidding. All right, guys. If there's any last minute questions, hit them with us now. I wanted to keep this around 30 minutes as best I possibly could. It looks like we're approaching that. I do appreciate you guys kicking it with us, those who are still there. First YouTube live experience, pretty whack to see people talk in real time. Cool to have questions answered in real time. I'm high on K. You like K? I love K, man. I love K. I really do. I miss it. I wish that it was more prominent or popular. And I wish I could just hit someone up and be like, hey, come through. I probably could. But yeah.
See that? Look at that.
I feel that. Yeah, you look dank, babe.
No, just the highlight.
I saw it. Yeah, looking bomb. Appreciate you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up. Cheers, babe. Happy anniversary. I love you. You guys are the shit. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. You're probably subscribed if you're watching this.
This was so fun. I almost wish we didn't have to stop.
Well, you don't want to go too long, you know. Then you're just pushing it. We're about to hang out a little more, drink some more, and do some more shit, dummy. Have you tried the Terrence McKenna method of tripping? What? Terrence McKenna method of tripping? What do you mean by that? Is that the heroic dose? Wait, no, that's not Terrence McKenna. Who does the heroic dose? Who started that shit? That means you take like over 7 grams of mushrooms in a dark room.
What would I even talk about though, Michelle?
No, Michelle. About that makeup girl? Trip in silent darkness. Was that Terrence McKenna? I thought it was somebody else who did that. It was I think it was someone else. Could be tripping, but I have, and I just Google it or look on my channel, heroic dose audible 484, and you'll see my story of it. So anything, they love you. See, you really should, babe. Monica 484. Thank you guys. We're out of here. Peace out. Appreciate you, George, Michelle, Auntie 9, Raphael, Maddie, Al Jenner, the man, Michelle. I said that. Adrian. What fourth is it? Big Beauty Moni. Brian, you goddamn troll. Goofy Shoes.
Is he always a troll?
I don't.
Oh, you just made that up.
No, he's been trolling in the chat though.
Oh.
So fuck him. Mr. Spacely. You guys are the shit. Thank you guys so much. Peace out, y'all. How do I end this?
I don't know.
How do I end this here?